Hello and welcome to Golgotia University e-learning platform. I am Mehak Pandit, Assistant Professor with Department of Mass Communication, and I'm also the course coordinator for the subject Event Management. We have been learning the course of Event Management, and in the previous video lectures, we have covered quite a good syllabus. In the previous video, very recent video, we discussed about the event marketing myth. And in today's video lecture, we'll be learning about the different resources that are required in the event management. Let us begin by understanding what is a resource. So basically, what do you understand by resource? Resource, according to the Merriam-Webster dictionary, it refers to a source of supply or support which is available, and generally it is considered in the plural sense. While resource, according to the Cambridge dictionary, refers to the useful or valuable possession or quality that a person or organization has, like money, time, or whatever skills that are required are considered to be the resource. In general, resource is something that can be used, for making profit or benefits, whether that be a source, supply, or support. Resource often also refers to the source of wealth, or the features that help improve the quality of life, the quality of service that a particular organization is providing. So basically, resource are essential elements for any business, including land, capital, material, machines, the time, energy, the manpower, the management, the knowledge, the expertise and information. All sort of those things, are considered into the resource category. So basically, talking about resource and its common features, basically, so resource has a very three common features. Like number one is the utility. So basically, our resources are used to satisfy the consumer. So they help satisfy the consumer needs. So when you talk about resources in the event, so basically these refers to those resources that eventually lead to a successful event that ultimately leads to the satisfaction or gratification of needs of the consumer. So that is what you understand by utility. The next come a limited availability. Now there is a very complex thing associated, because in generic the resources are natural and man-made, right? But we are not talking about those resources over here when it comes to event management, right? Of course those are also included, but we don't categorize the sources of event management like that. But also, of course, because there are characteristics of a resource, of course its limited availability is one of the key characteristic. That is resources are inadequately available against the demand, that big when it comes to the natural or man-made resources. Next come to the potential of depletion. Of course, that's also very important to understand that resources are gradually reduced as they are used. So these are about the generic characteristics of resources. I'm not talking about the event specific ones over here. These are the generic characteristics, right? So basically resources are also categorized in many ways, depending upon the origin, such as if they are biotic, abiotic, they are renewable, non-renewable, they are potential or actual resources. So this is what we generically mean by the concept of resource. Now let us move ahead and understand the need or type of resources in context to the event management. So now talking about the type of resources that are utilized in the event management. So basically there are two type of resources, the two broad categorization that you will not find in any textbook, but this is what I have tried to do so that it becomes easy for the learners to understand the concept of resources and the type of resources that we require in the event management. So the first thing and the very important thing is the human resource, because we require a lot of human resource, because we are going to work in organizing an event wherein there are different type of committees, different kind of arrangements to be done, in which we require manpower, and thus which is a type of human resource. So first thing is the human resource, and every other sources other than the human resource I've tried to categorize in the category of other resources. Now let us step by step understand what is a human resource. Now talking about human resource is a set of people who make up a workforce of an organization or a business sector or an industry or an economy. That is called a human resource in general, right? So in text, because we are studying in the context of event management, so all of the people, all of the workforce that help us organize an event, starting from its first stage, that is pre-event, during the event, post-event, then from when we talk about the sequential order, that is from planning to execution, and then to analysis and evaluation. So for all of the stages we require different human resources, so everybody who is included in that is considered to be the human resource. Now of course, because we are studying event management, so gradually we have to also understand the concept of human resource management. For whatever you resource you're going to use, you need to manage that also. So let us understand now what is human resource management. So basically, human resource management is generally concerned with planning and forecasting the requirement of a human labor, that is human manpower, then organizing them, then structuring them, then assigning them tasks, allocating them their different departments and positions, and then establishing appropriate communication channels and coordination, and then finally directing and controlling the work performance is called human resource management. Now starting, let us understand, because there is a very deep relationship, or I would say extended relationship, human resource management has with event management. Because of course, for event management, human resource is essential, and for then further, human resource has its own specific features or functions that it do. So while you require human resource for the event management, of course, then all of these kind of management that is done as a part of human resource become essential in understanding the event management. So like I've told, that you recruit the human resource, then you try to organize them, that is people with similar interest area, or depending on the kind of requirement you have. So the people are structured and they are then allocated to different departments. Like there are different departments required in the event management. There is a creative team, then there is a designing team, then there is team which is which gonna work for the hospitality, then there is a team that gonna work for make all of the arrangements that are required on the stage, then there is an anchoring team, then if there is any kind of performance happening, then have that specific team, then there is a security team, then there is a team that is doing all of the catering. So there are different type of teams, so depending upon the interest of the candidate or the requirement in a specific event or an organization, each of the employee or the candidate or the human resource in general is assigned to a specific department, and then you try to give them positions, establish appropriate communication. Now communication is very essential during an event, starting from the first stage. If your employees or staff are not briefed properly, of course it will become one of the biggest hindrance for the execution of a successful event. So that has to be done. So finally, directing and controlling their work performance also becomes the part of human resource management. Moving ahead, while the basic HR functions or the human resource functions will exist in all industries and companies, there are some specifics that come when you talk about event or organizing the conferences, when you plan all of these. So there are three major responsibilities of human resources, other than the generic responsibilities, when it comes to event management. So basically, these responsibilities that apply to HR in this industry will include your safety, then hours, then physical limitations, and the other staffing needs that I'm going to discuss in the next slide. For now, you just need to understand that there are two types of resources: human resource and other resource. Now let us focus on the human resource in more detail now. Like I was discussing, that three major responsibilities that apply to HR and when it comes to organizing the event and conferences are the safety. Now safety is particularly important in event and conference planning, as a heavy equipment is often needed and large displays and supplies are often utilized, because your event requires substantial amount of decorating, often involving big fixtures, stages, large pieces. So there may be items that require forklifts and other large equipments to move items to different locations. So all of these issues create safety concerns that must be minimized to ensure that employees are not hurt on the job. So the HR department is involved in creating safety processes and documenting any injuries that are incurred while on the job, right? Then the next thing are the hours. So event can last a few hours or go for days, depending upon the kind of event. So and then also on the nature of gathering. So not only do employees need to be scheduled during the hours of the event, they must be scheduled to set up and clean up, as well. The HR department must understand, the labor laws, including limitations on the hours that employees can work and overtime requirements for staff members, because event is not only about, the people who are visiting, but also people who are working, to make that event successful. So they also have to be, made comfortable enough that they're able to execute their duties. So if hours are not regulated, a company could face legal action also for working their employees for too long, or not compensating them appropriately, right? So this is the second thing. Then comes your physical limitations. So there are some positions in the event and conferences planning field that are physically demanding, especially lifting and, like I've told you. So all of these arrangements have to be done. So the HR team must, make appropriate plans to ensure that employees have physical stamina to handle all of these requirements of the job, and while also ensuring adequate accommodation are made for individuals with reasonable limitations. So these journal things are in particular to the human resource requirement for the event management. Now, moving ahead to the other standard resources that are required for the event management other than human resource include the facilities, tools, supply, and refreshments. Of course, the tools that are required or the supplies that are required are quite self-explanatory. Refreshment is self-explanatory, but facilities is something that we need to focus upon. So let us discuss the facilities in detail now. So talking about the type of facilities and services, of course, I've displayed that on screen. So there are different kind of facilities and services that are required during the event, and it is one of the most important thing for the learner to understand. So starting from the basic lighting that you require for the ambience, and the marquee in which you host your guest, or the catering equipment supplies, the casino tables, whatever is required for a particular event, depending upon your client needs. So equipments that can be supplied includes, the marquee, dance floor, staging equipment, audiovisual equipment, lighting, sound, sitting arrangements, casino tables, outdoor event equipment, posts, ropes, red carpet, bar, furniture, themed props, like which are very much in, and then accessories, generators, power distribution, drapes, catering equipment. So these are some of the essential facilities and services that are required. Like I've already mentioned, sanitary facilities and associated services are very must in case the event is extended up to 2-3 days, or even if it's for more than like 2-3 hours or 4-5 hours, then this is something which is very, very important. Otherwise also it is important, but if it's for extended hours, then it becomes a very, very essential or a must, I would say. Then facilities for the disabled person, then of course waste rubbish removal and recycling series, because if you are like inviting a lot of people in bulk, or you have a huge gathering, or even if a small gathering, then of course basic hygiene, specifically in the COVID time, is very, very essential in case you're organizing a physical event. Of course there'll be boundation when it comes to COVID, yeah, to the number of guests you could invite to event, but then all of these things are very necessary. Then the first aid and emergency services, you never know if your team needs, or if somebody who is your attendee or guest or might require that. Then it's like repetitively that I've already explained. Then catering, crew, staff, artists, competitors, guest audience, volunteers, phone lines, radio communication system if required. Of course this was required traditionally. Abhi to we all have mobile phones, and then we have the walkie talkies that are usually used in the event, that you must have seen in the movie Band Baja Barat also. That's how the event teams communicate to each other. Then the security services, stewarding services, information booths. Of course now information booth is also very, very, very important, because your guests are new to the location, And even if they are not new to the location, of course there should be something detailed information wherein people could understand the map, because in case of fire or otherwise also, like people usually search for loo or for the registration department and all of that, so it is very important. Then a corner for lost and found, then meeting points, drinking water. Now these are, there are a lot of facilities if I start blabbering, and there are like list is on and on, but these are basic things that then changing facilities in case if it's a sports event, and all of those things. So these are the kind of facility and services arrangement that our event management team must do, or in terms of the resources requirement. Now that was all about the kind of resources that are required in the event management, and of course on this slide, like every other video lecture, I've tried to mention some of the things that are essential for your future reading, so do read that. So I hope this video lecture was helpful to you. In case you have any query, you can contact me on my mentioned email ID and contact number. In the next video lecture, we'll be covering some new topic. Till then, take care, stay tuned.